Hello and welcome to part 2 of this tutorial for the piano cover of Shinedown's I'll Follow You. Now let's just pick up from where we left off and we'll keep going straight on with it. We'll have no time wasting, I hope. Okay, so we'll go from the second chorus. So build it up in the F major. I'll follow you down, F major chord, G minor, E flat major, F major, sorry, B flat major there, my mistake. Now it's F major chord, G minor, F major, E flat. And that's where we left off last time. So what happens now is that you have a little run up with both thumbs, because what you got to do here in the left hand is I don't like to use the pinky when I go for the run up because it sounds quite sort of full and boggy, if that makes sense. Kind of sort of too much bass in a way, and you want to make that clear. Just a little bit, because it sounds quite nice but it's clearer. If I try and do it when it's with both the pinky and the thumb, so you'll just sound like this. A little too much, but you can do whatever you want with that bit. I just prefer not to have the pinky there. And that little run up. Let's do this. And you do the same thing with the thumb on the right hand. But from the E flat major chord that we left off on last time, you're going to keep the G and the B flat where they are. You're still going to play them like that. But the only thing you're going to move in the right hand for those three notes is your thumb on the D, E flat, F. Alright, so we'll go from that E flat where we left off. So that's a little run up there. Okay, one more time. Remember, using only your thumbs, well, only your thumb in the left hand, but only the thumbs to do the run up. In the left hand, you don't have a pinky. In the right hand, your G and your B flat are going to stay where they are. Alright? So again, one more time. And then to start into the bridge, you go for an F major chord. You bring the pinky down for this. So F major, F, A, C in the right hand, and octave Fs in the bass. So follow you. That little run up follows what the singer is doing. If you listen, follow you, follow you. I'll follow you, F major. Then we're going to go for G minor. So octave G's in the bass, G, B flat, D in the right hand. And then B flat major, octave B flats in the bass, F, B flat, D in the right hand. Alright, so we'll go from there. So, I'll follow you, F major, G minor, B flat major. And then you've got to, I'm going to call this the E flat bridge pattern. Not the E flat pattern, the E flat bridge pattern, which I think the pattern is dotted crotchets that it uses for most of it. Because I'll just tell you what the pattern is. It goes like this. So 1, 2, 3. That's what the pattern is, and we'll go from the F major where the bridge starts and we'll go up to there. G minor, B flat major, and the E flat bridge pattern. So it's kind of similar to the run up into the bridge, except you don't have to put the F in as well with your thumbs, and you're keeping the pinky in the E flat bridge pattern. So what it is just, again, you're keeping the right hand, you're keeping the G and the B flat in that E flat major chord still, and you still got to play them, but you got to keep them where they are, right? And you go E flat, D, E flat, E flat, D, E flat. Up speed, that's. And how this fits into the 2 bars of 3 is that it goes like this. I'll just play it. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's da dun da 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 da. You're noticing that those 3 times you play those chords are on the 1, on the and of 1, and the and of 2. If you watch carefully, 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and. Yeah? See that it comes in the and of 1 and the and of 2? 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and. And then you're going to do 2 of the same chords again. F major, G minor, and you're going to go down to E flat major for the build up to the solo, so down here. So octave E flats in the bass, E flat, G, B flat in the right hand. Now something quite cool happens in the guitar solo. And what it is that, okay, all the way up till now, we've had swung quavers. We've had da 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 da. What happens in the guitar solo, so from the build up to guitar solo all the way through guitar solo, is it becomes straight quavers. So instead of da 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 da, it goes da 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 da. That's how straight quavers are done, instead of swung quavers. And so we start doing those straight quavers when we build up on the E flat to the guitar solo. Alright, it's really important that you get this. So notice that we keep the same playing pattern as we do from the chorus and the bridge. Yeah, but instead of the da 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 da, we just keep it straight. Notice the difference? Alright. So we do an E flat pattern. Then we go for F major to start the guitar solo. Okay, reminder, octave F's in the bass, F, A, C in the right hand. Alright, so what happens here is something quite cool at the guitar solo, is that, okay, I'll show you what happens first, and then I'll break it down and explain it. 1, 2, 3. Where we left off there was the build up to the final chorus. So, as you can see from what I've just played, what we do in the left hand for this little sequencey bit is we do groups of 4 quavers. First on the F, then on the A, alright, and this keeps in with the F major feel. Remember, in the right hand, 2 of the notes in F major are F and A, the last one is C. And whilst the left hand is playing quavers, the right hand is playing crotchets, or quarter notes. So the right hand is actually doing this. You can see how it fits in, because the left hand's going. So if you put them together, it sounds like this. So. And then you do the same thing, except you do it with a G minor instead. So, right hand you're going to go, remember, G minor, G, B flat, D. And just like the first two notes of F major, the first two notes of G minor are G and B flat. So in the left hand, you're going to go on the G, alright? And then to head back down to the kind of build up again for the second part of the solo, here's what you do. You go, so you keep, the right hand stays the same on the G minor, so G, B flat, D, and in the left hand you're going to do a little rundown of B flat, A, G, so like this. Okay, start the guitar solo, we'll just recap. And the rundown. And then you do the build up to the solo again. E flat major. And then like we did before, you go. Except in the right hand, just to make it sound a little bit different and, you know, advance the listener's interest. Instead of playing the A in the right hand first, we'll move that up to a B flat. What you get here is, I think, yeah, you get an F major sus4. So it's F suspended fourth chord. Where, so if you think about the F major scale, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's the fourth degree of the scale, and that's how you get a sus4. You play like your normal major triad of F, A, and C, but the third moves up to a fourth for a sus4. Just like for a sus2, you're going to move it down to the second degree. And then, well, obviously, 1 degree up for the sus4. That's where it resolves to. So, we'll go from the start of the solo again, just quickly. So, F major, G minor, and then it'll run down. Remember, the right hand stays ready for that run down, only the left hand moves. Then E flat major. We'll do an F sus4, then F major. Alright, so. A little bit of Avenged Sevenfold there. I digress, as usual. So yeah, you do the F major, the F sus4, F major, and then you do that little quaver pattern again. On the F major, sorry, on the F major, G minor, and then run down again. So you're essentially doing the same thing twice. We'll do, and that's the end of the guitar solo. That's it, that's how easy it is. Okay, and we're just going to recap now on that guitar solo. Actually, you know what? No. What we're going to do now is we're going to recap on the bridge we're going to recap all the way through the bridge and all the way through the guitar solo. So we'll start from the end of the second chorus, like we usually do. So, okay, I'll go a bit slow for you, just so you can remember stuff. And I'll keep the chords up there as usual. So, 1, 2, 3. Should say yeah, because we're in the chorus now, we swing the quavers. Remember, it's only in the guitar solo we keep the quavers straight. Right, 1, 2, 3. E flat bridge, F major, G minor, B flat major, then the little thing, F major, G minor, straight quavers to the E flat. Sorry if I screwed up my chord saying there. I'm quite tired. That's no excuse. Alright, so that's it. That's your bridge and your guitar solo. Alright? I hope I got that across to you, because that, for me, that is the part of the song with the most stuff going on, and it's the trickiest, I'd say. I'd say the bridge and the guitar solo are the trickiest parts because that has the most stuff changing, the most stuff happening in it. And I hope that I got that across to you. Okay? Practice that bit well. Because if you're not careful, you can forget to do the straight quavers. Although, I don't think you will, because it's such a big change in the song, that playing pattern just goes straight quavers, that I don't think it's forgettable. Okay, so we left off on that E flat major chord, so let's just go from that bit again. And we keep it in straight quavers on the E flat. Alright, so we keep it in straight quavers. Then we move to swung quavers on the F major. And then we go back to our chorus. Yeah. Swung quavers now. I'll follow you. Right. Sorry, I didn't see that my camera was tilted there. Sorry about that. Hopefully it won't cause too much of a faff or a distraction. Sorry about that. But I really don't want to re-record that bit. That took me quite a while to get my head around teaching. Right, now for the final chorus, so we are now in section 5, which is the ending. We are so close to finishing this song. And from here on, it's really easy. Really easy. The bridge and the guitar solo are the most difficult parts. What we're going to do now is do the chorus, the final chorus, but in the right hand, we're going to do the same chords, but we're going to make them sound really finalised, as in slightly more grand for the final chorus. With the grandeur! Yes! The grandeur returns. Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Grandeur. So we still keep the B flat major, but we're going to move it up here. So instead of having a triad, 3 chords, we're going to have a chord with 4 notes. Although 2 of the notes are the same, the B flat. So what we've essentially done is that we've moved the F up to an octave up. So instead of having the thumb on the F, we have the thumb on the B flat instead. So B flat, D, F, B flat, which is your B flat major arpeggio. So you keep this up here, and you have your octave B flats in the bass. So that's B flat, D, F, B flat, and octave B flats in the bass. And like we went to the F major chord before, what we've essentially done is moved the thumb and the F, there's still F here, up to an octave up, so we have our thumb on the A instead. So it's A, C, F, A. If that's too much of a stretch, just keep to the normal chord, but this is how I like to play it. That's still F major. That is still F major. So, B flat major. And then we're going to do the third chord, like we usually do, G minor. Except move the G up to here. So it's B flat, D, G, B flat. And the bass, octave Gs. And then for the E flat major chord, usually we'd have it down here. But from the G minor, all we need to do now is just move up our index finger in the right hand to the E flat. And you get an E flat chord. And obviously, so it's B flat, E flat, G and B flat in the right hand, and E flats, octaves in the bass. Alright, so let's recap on that final chorus. It goes B flat major, F major, G minor, E flat major, and do it again, B flat major, F major, G minor, F major, E flat major. And that's the final chorus. Now let's do that after speed. Alright, so B flat major. 1, 2, 3. Through the eye of the storm, G minor, B flat major, B flat major. To the F major chord, G minor, F major, E flat major. And then for the very ending of the song, now that we've done the final chorus, we just do what we started with, which is the main riff. Remember how it goes? G minor, D7, E flat pattern, B flat major, E flat pattern, B flat pattern, F major. And again, if I could find the assurance to leave you behind, I know my better half and fate follow you down. And we'll end on a B flat major chord. So in the left hand, B flat octaves, in the right hand, F, B flat, D. Alright. Okay, we'll do the final chorus and the very end, and then that'll be it. Okay, so we'll start from the build up to the final chorus on the F majors. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. I'll follow you down through the eye of the storm. Don't worry, I'll keep you warm. I'll follow you down while we're passing through space. I don't care if we fall from grace. I'll follow you down. And there you go. That's the whole of I'll Follow You. I've gone over time here. I was trying to keep it to 20-21 minutes, same as last time, but I've gone way over. So I'll just say thank you very much for your patience. I'm waiting for this to come out. This was part 2, and just the tutorials in general. I know that people have been waiting for this like since, I don't know, May or something. That's the first request I got to do a tutorial. But yeah, I'm really, really happy that I've done it now, and thank you very much for sticking with it. Have fun with it, sing along, practice hard, especially the bridge and the guitar solo, because you've got the most going on there, and yeah, just have fun playing it. Again, leave in the comments below any thoughts about my teaching style. I've already been told in the first part tutorial that's pretty good. People seem to be happy with it. But if there's anything I could have improved on here, then let me know in the comments below. Give it a like, hopefully, and subscribe. Yeah. Don't know what else to say really, except thank you very much, and until next time, this is Charles Henry Volk, and thank you for listening. Hey, just a reminder that I've left a link to some sheet music in the description below, you lucky, lucky people. So if you ever want to look at that whilst playing along to it, then feel free, go ahead. Otherwise, I'd also like to say that if you could share these videos that I do, it would really help me a lot if you could share my videos. Also, if you want any more tutorials on some other covers that I've done, piano or guitar, let me know. Leave them in the comments below the cover that you want a tutorial for, and yeah, I'd be happy to do it when I have free time. I know it's taken a while to get this tutorial out, so yeah. But otherwise, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you in the next video, hopefully, if it isn't the mashup. Also, yeah, check out the new mashup I've done, the Fall Out Boy and Jessie J mashup. I'm really happy with it. I've been wanting to do a mashup with Jessie J for quite a while now, especially that song, Do It Like a Dude. And yeah, I'm loving Fall Out Boy's new album. I listen to it pretty much daily, and so I wanted to do one with that as well. But when I finally got the two together, I was really happy with how it sounded. So yeah, give that a listen, share it, leave a like on some videos, comments, and subscribe. Okay? And until then, this is Charles Henry Volk saying thank you for listening.